Good morning. Good morning. Just a tad late. Uh, I was taking care of the pooches to make sure that they were outside, took care of business before coming back in and are getting started. So here we are on a Sunday, a beautiful Sunday, October 24th. Next Sunday's Halloween. Can you imagine already? That is so amazing. And next Sunday, we are going to be doing November horoscopes. So, hey, Catherine, I've got you down for a card. Very good. This is, hey, Rita. Oh, happy Sunday to you, too. I have you down for a card as well. Okay, so I have Catherine and Rita Davy. All right. It is a beautiful day, and I'm really loving this weather. I mean, I was even inspired when I had gone to Costco on Friday. They had a package of four, within it, you know, Costco, the giant store. So that's what my husband used to call it. Hey, Sony. Oh, I'm so happy to see you here. And you are down for a card. Once I finish the other reading, please stay with us and you have a card. So it's perfect. So I have Catherine, Rita Davy, and Sony. I'm just so happy. Hey, Jackie. Oh, it is a beautiful morning. And like I said, here in Tallahassee, it is absolutely gorgeous. And it is the sun in Scorpio now. Oh, you are most welcome, Sony. Thank you for being here. The sun is in Scorpio for all you Scorpio folks. And we have some on here, as a matter of fact. Yes, Jackie is one of those. She's a Scorpio. Her birthday is next month. So actually, no, you're a Sagittarius now, I believe. It's in November, but the sun has moved into Sagittarius, right, Jackie? I believe that's correct, though your birthday is in November. This is now the beginning. It's getting ready for the holidays. We're moving into that. Yeah, that's what I thought, Jackie. It's November, but it's towards the end of the month where the sun has moved into Sag. That's exactly right. Yes, thank you for keeping me straight on that. I appreciate it. So here we have the sun in Scorpio. And I used to have different thoughts about Scorpio and as regarding myself, but now as it moves forward, because in my chart I have what's called an intercepted house, and that sounds a little confusing, like, oh my gosh, she has some sort of ailment, but the opposite sign of Scorpio is Taurus. So my Taurus and Scorpio are intercepted signs. What that means, okay, there we go. All right, I knew that we had a Scorpio here. Thank you, Rita. I'm so glad that you kept me straight on that as well. So what that means is that Scorpio doesn't have its own house, its own sign on a cusp, as Rita said. It doesn't have its own sign. So my 4th house and my 10th house are intercepted. That means that Scorpio is there in my 4th house along with Libra and Sagittarius, because it's squished between the two. And in my 10th house, Taurus is compacted, not really squished, it's compacted, which makes a lot more things intense when things hit those signs, because it's all really compacted in that intercepted house. So Taurus is in my 10th house along with Aries and Gemini. So it's compacted in between. So it makes things more intense. And it's not an ailment. It's just the way the sky looked when I was born. And I'm not the only one. More people have that as well. It's just the way it works. Not a big deal, but I was just explaining that that's how that happens. So I used to have an unusual feeling about Scorpio, because whenever something hit my Scorpio sign in my 4th house, it was intense. And so I was beginning to have a negative feeling about it. And then I realized it was, as I matured and gained some wisdom, that what's important is looking at the amazing impact, the positive impact that can come from that. So that's what I look for now. And now that the sun has moved into Scorpio, it's about the rewards and how we have handled things so far. Let's face it. We've been doing a lot of handling. We've been doing a lot of juggling. a lot of that's been going on. We've had a lot of change. That's why the special this month is embracing change, is learning to see the positive side of it. Once I understood Scorpio better, because it is the most intense sign of the zodiac, so, and its rulers are Pluto and Mars. I mean, come on. So you got this intensity, and it was all in my fourth house of home. So needless to say, big things could happen. But in my youth, before wisdom took over, yes, a lot of planting of seeds, exactly that planting. Before the wisdom took over, I would see the negative side of it, not realizing that it was the change that was bringing me to the other side that was absolutely fantastic. So this is what we're talking about now. It is about getting centered, knowing who you are, and planning what's next. Hey, Jamie, planning what's next. That's the important part. What is next? The moon is in Gemini, and it's about being tuned in, because Gemini is, hey, Angie, Gemini is an air sign, and it's all about communication, because it does rule the third house. So, okay, we're in communication. We're hearing a lot of things. It's in a square angle to Venus in Sagittarius, and it has us being realistic, not necessarily stop dreaming, just being realistic. Angela Rose, oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. And Neptune is in Pisces, its home sign. So between Sagittarius, Pisces, and Gemini, we have this T-square going on. So there's inspiration. It's giving us energy. So again, it's a T-square. It doesn't have to be negative. As I said, those things that I learned about having a new perspective of Scorpio. So feel inspired. Feel the blessings. Feel the creation. Be creative. And know all along with Neptune that you are protected. Okay, Scorpio's your rising sign. Okay, Benita, this is perfect then for you, especially this one, because we all have Scorpio somewhere. We all have Scorpio somewhere, and it in the chart. And as I said, mine is in the 4th and the 10th. Career, my ambition, what I seek to do in life, and the opposite sign being home. I mean, that's where we always find balance. That's what the chart is about. Yes, Jamie, your rising sign is Scorpio as well. So we have that Scorpio energy happening now, and let's use it. Let's really use it in the best way possible in being that creative and finding the blessings. Once we find the blessings, we are operating from a place of appreciation, and being creative and inspired comes easily. And that's what we're going to look for with this. So I've got my Halloween deck, because, one more week, because then I will revert to another deck, which I absolutely love, but I will move to another deck. But before we go any further, I was inspired this morning. I put the pooches up. I have a high bed, so one of the dogs can jump up, the other one not so much. So I lift him up, and I have two hands, one on each dog, and kind of rubbing them, and it's a peaceful time doing that. And so I was inspired, and I had already planned a special for November, and of course about thankfulness and whatever, as we normally think. But the more I was laying there, petting the dogs, and everything was still, and it was still dark, and it was, just peaceful and beautiful, I thought, the most important thing is to give people choices and opportunities. So if you would like to purchase a gift certificate for yourself or for anyone else as a gift, we'd be shopping small business this way, which is what we're talking about. And it can be done in person or on Zoom. So it's not something that can never happen. And by the way, it's 11/11 as I'm sharing this. So so what can I say? So if you'd like to purchase any half-hour reading, tarot, astrology, whatever that happens to be, whatever we want, a 30-minute coaching type session, whatever that happens to be, all 30-minute readings, and purchase a gift certificate, even if you're using it for yourself. And I meant to have one handy and print one off, but I was taking care of the dog, so that didn't happen. So I will post it later, a picture of it. A gift certificate, instead of $97 for the half-hour price, it will be $49. All half-hour readings. You get to pick if you want your chart done for half an hour, if you want to have tarot for a specific, your own specific questions, not any of the readings that I have, whatever that happens to be. And if you have any questions about it, talk to me, of course. But it's a lovely gift certificate, and I will email that to you. You get to fill it out and share it with the person that you choose to give it to, or you're gifting yourself, which is perfectly fine. But any half-hour reading from now until January 1st will be $49. So, Angela, just message me after this, and I will send you a link, because like I said, it was this morning while I'm petting the dogs, and it's quiet, and the inspiration came. So I have not set anything up as yet, and I don't even have a bit.ly link for it. But Angela, I'll be happy to talk to you about it after this, okay? And thank you so much, because this is an easy way to do stocking stuffers. It's an easy way to send a gift to someone that is not you're not going to physically see. It just solves a lot of things, and it's very personal and unique. That's the part that I like about it. And that person can get to choose whatever reading. They can talk to me first, discuss it, whatever, because this is your reading. It's not mine. It's not what I choose to do about it. It's yours. And that's the part that I love so much, is that it's so personal. So let's get into Scorpio and do this Scorpio reading. And I'm, again, using my Halloween cards, because I love my Halloween cards, because here they are. I love these cards. So we're basing this on the energies of Scorpio. And Scorpio is powerful. It's emotional, because I said it's the most intense sign of the zodiac. It's determined. It's magnetic. It's sensual. It's loyal. Scorpio rules the 8th house of the zodiac. The 8th house, I say, I focus mainly on transformation. But the 8th house is about other people's money. It's about taxes. It's about inheritances. It's about sex. 5th house is romance. 8th house is sex. And it's about your inner transformation. Again, it's about digging deep. It's about behaviors, repetitive behaviors. Sometimes this house is represented by the Devil card, which is about addiction, repetitive behaviors, old beliefs that are no longer serve us, that type of thing. But let's focus on the positive parts of Scorpio, because that gives us the intensity. That gives us the focus to move forward, to be and do exactly what we choose. And that's the most important part of this. So it's about the power and the emotion, and that's how we create, through the feeling of our desires. And this is such an intense place, because it's about emotion and determination. It's about being magnetic. That's attracting those desires that you choose. And sensual and loyal. These are positive attributes. So let's focus on the power and the pleasure of this, and the passion. That's exactly where we're going. Okay, just a moment ago we had 11 people here, so I'm loving this synchronicity of today. Okay, I've just shuffled the cards. I've separated it. I take the summary card, which is always the last card that I do in a reading, and I am setting it off to the side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see if I've got everything right here. So I appear to, yes. Okay, so how do I best exert power? See, we're going to focus on the qualities of here. How do I best exert power? Okay, this is the Nine of Bats, and generally this is a card that's attributed to a nightmare. And how do I best exert power? By focusing on the positive. I just love the synchronicity of this, because this is what I was explaining to you in the beginning about how I changed how I feel about Scorpio, the sign Scorpio. That's what this is. Instead of focusing on the negativity that's happening around you, what are the positive things that are going on right now? What positive things are happening for you? That's what this card is saying. We have a choice. We always have a choice. And that's the one beautiful thing of this reading, anybody giving you advice, anything that you hear. You have a choice to feel it and go with what feels good, not just what somebody tells you. It has to be your choice. And this is saying, if it doesn't feel right to you, if you're focusing, if it's putting that knot in your stomach, if it's giving you a headache, whatever that happens to be, if it's not feeling right, that's your clue. That's your evidence, your physical evidence that it's time to make that switch, to pivot to the positive side of things. So how do I best exert power? By seeing the goodness in my desires and the goodness all around me to create more of that. Because again, this sign is about being magnetic. So what do you want to attract? Do you want to attract more of what feels like a nightmare? Or do you want to attract that positive energy that just makes you feel so expansive and loved? That's the energy we're going for. I mean, all I have to do is look at my little teddy and I'm there. I am in the vortex of pure joy. Knowing I'm going to see him in just a little over a week has me over the moon. And knowing I'm going to see him makes it so special. In fact, I had to post a picture because he was out with his mom this weekend at the Miami Zoo. So, Miami-Dade Zoo. So, yes, go where it feels good. How do my emotions serve me? And this is interesting because this is the Lover card. Okay, so you're saying, okay, so we're operating with pure love. Well, the Lover's card is an interesting card, as you can see. You see this demure woman, and then you see Dracula. So we have two sides of a coin. It's about finding that balance. So how do my emotions serve me? By finding the balance within whatever I'm doing. Not going off the deep end on either end. Seeing all sides of an issue. Seeing all sides of a person. You know, I was listening to someone complain about their partner, and I'm thinking to myself, you're talking to the wrong person. You know, don't tell me about that. You have to share that with the person that you have the issue with. And the whole point is that along what comes with that is acceptance. And that's also accepting ourselves. That was a big one for me, that I could, in fact, when I found the meme that said, I'm not working on being perfect anymore, I'm just going to be incredible. It was like, okay, I don't have to be perfect. And I remember someone, because I always thought that I had to. That was the way I was raised. Had to be perfect. Do everything right. Have the best grades. You know, be the cheerleader, homecoming queen, all that stuff. And then I'm thinking, wow, as I get older, it's accepting me for my uniqueness. And that's what this card is about. How do my emotions serve me? By recognizing, by listening to them, by finding out what is my uniqueness in this. And how do I build on that? Just like Jackie said earlier, planting the seeds. How am I building on that? That's the important part. What can I accomplish when I am determined? Oh, I love this. And we have another major arcana. By the way, we have 3 major arcana cards right here. This is the moon. And of course, in this deck, you know, we've got the werewolf howling at the moon, which I just love. So the question is, what can I accomplish when I am determined? Anything. And this is such a great card of transformation. What can I accomplish when I am determined? Anything. I can transform me. I can transform the circumstances around me. I can create. I am not stagnant. I am not part of like a cookie cutter. I'm like everybody else. No, it's just, as Jackie said, it's just being you and accepting that and knowing you have the power to be, do, and have anything that you choose. You have that power. That's what this is saying. You have that power. Ooh, that feels so good. It gave me chills. Okay, 4. Who and what is attracted to me right now? Now, this is an interesting card, and I like this one too, because this is now the 3rd Major Arcana card. And the Major Arcana portion of Tarot are the soul level cards. So this is a higher level. Rather than your everyday, this is more of a higher level. And this is the Hermit. I'm trying to get this so you can see it without with the light reflecting on it. So the Hermit card is generally depicted as a person all by themselves holding out a lamp in the darkness. It's also about finding that solitude. But what and who and what is attracted to me right now, it's about being the light. And part of what gets whited out in that card over here is the magic coming out of the test tube. It's about you are attractive and magnetic by being the light. You don't have to say anything. There's no special thing that you have to do. It's just because you are the light. People look at you and think, oh my goodness, they are amazing. I want to learn more from this person. I want to be with that person more because they have such light. And we've all seen that. Haven't you ever been around a person that's been so magnetic and so amazing that when you look at them, they glow? You can actually see their aura, and their aura is just magnificent. That's who you are. Who and what is attracted to me right now. And in that state of light and radiance, you are attracting what you desire. In that state of light and radiance, you are attracting all that you desire. Does it happen this minute? No. But it does happen. It means staying within that state of light. Ooh, I like this. Okay, what makes me feel sensual? Now, this is an interesting one, and I'm going to take a moment just to check on this, only because sometimes I just like to do that just to get an idea of what is happening with this, because it's surprising. Okay, that's what I was feeling. And it reminds me so much of so the question is, what makes me feel sensual? And this is the Page of Pumpkins, my youthful energy of excitement of the world. Now this reminds me of, Hamlet contemplating the skull, but that's not what this is about. This is about youth, because whenever the page is there, it's about youth. Pumpkin is the earth sign, so it's about that grounding, that knowledge, that understanding, the roots going into the ground, knowing that you're in touch, you're feeling that. But that with that grounding, that ability, as you said, as up here, to reach for the stars, to jump over the moon, to go in the direction that you want, the pure acceptance and understanding and love of your surroundings. So what makes me sensual? That enjoyment, that feeling that all is well, of just like being the light of the hermit, your enthusiasm for life, your appreciation of what's around you is beautiful. People love that. You're not complaining. You're not bitching about whatever's going on around you. You're focusing on the good things. And when you find that out too, which I really love, is that those are the people that you attract with your light. Not the ones that are complaining and carrying on and, can't see the positive. Your light, your groundedness, your appreciation of life itself creates that. What is my best quality as a friend? This is the Three of Ghosts or the Three of Cups. I love my friends. I am supportive of my friends. I love how we can just celebrate together. We don't have to have a particular reason. I know for me with my friends, whether it's Clam Squad or the Dancing Divas, we're all so different, but we all come together to celebrate and support each other in whatever endeavors without judgment. It's if we see someone really wants to go in that direction, we don't have to approve. They're the only ones that have to approve, but we can be there to support them wholeheartedly and party along the way. And that's what this card is about. So what is my best quality as a friend? To be supportive, loving, and let's go party and celebrate that. That's what this is about. So the summary card is, and this is an interesting one because this is the Seven of Imps. So this makes it the fire sign. So it's like the Seven of Wands. And what's interesting about this is what the summary card is, I can appreciate everything. If you notice here, everybody looks alike but this guy. So we don't all have to be the same. We don't all have to be the same. We can all appreciate and aspire to whatever it is that we choose to do and enjoy it. It's not, no one's pointing a finger at this little guy saying, what are you doing here because you're not like us? It's embracing everything. Wands is the fire sign that makes it about your passion and your love and what your purpose is and your own inner spirit. And then when you know that part of you, it doesn't matter about anybody else because you know that you're it. You've got it. Nobody can take that away from you. No one. It's all yours. And that's what this card is about. Scorpio energy now is about the power that you have and owning it. Owning it. I love that. Owning it. Okay, let me do one last extra card from, my animal deck. I love this deck. This is Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And just the imagery and the simplicity of it, of the message, is so great. And by the way, I do want to let you know, and as always, if I have done a reading on a Sunday and and you would like to have it, it's always half price. So again, even though it's not listed, and we are doing the gift certificates through January 1, then it's all half price. All half price. And then, of course, next Sunday we are doing November horoscopes. Exactly, it is your birthright. It is. No one can take that away from you. No one. No one. No one. You're so right, Jackie. Okay, here we go. Wow, we had this week at the online tarot gallery reading on Thursday night. This is called, and this is Be Fearless and Bold. If that's not Scorpio energy, I don't know what is. Okay, I'm back, I think. All right, I was out for a while. Be fearless and bold. That is Scorpio energy. That is so perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let me get my cards back together again. And Catherine first. Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. That was our summary card from Thursday night. And that was the second summary card because I was called to do a second one. And that's how we ended the evening. And there was a lot of clearing, a lot of things because we were working on the full moon of release and what we wanted to replace that with. So we were working on that on Thursday night at the online tarot gallery reading. And if you'd like to join us, the link is above in the discussion. So please take advantage, along with Tarot Flow with Angie, who is on here. Angie and I do Tarot Flow together, and that's a little different because it's a single card reading, which is what we have in online tarot gallery reading, with the addition of Angie's beautiful intuitive readings and essential oil blend that she creates and sends to each person that's part of that. There's a link there for a one-time participation and for subscription. The online tarot gallery reading, there's one link there, and when you get to the page on my website, you can choose one-time or subscription. And of course, always know that when you subscribe, you save. You do save, so it works out. Okay, Catherine. Oh, I love this one. Okay, this is the Ace of Pumpkins. And as we know, Ace is always new ideas, new ways of doing things. And I love this because it's so interesting that it has these beautiful lilies, and of course pumpkins is the earth sign. So we always see the hand of the divine here handing the element. And the element is the pumpkin that's full of surprises. So this is about creating that foundation, because it is the earth sign, but new ways, new delightful, fun, gorgeous, creative ways of doing this. So this is what's really fun. Thank you. You did put the date in, I think, Angie, right? Because it's, I appreciate that. So, and online tarot gallery reading is the third Thursday. So we have Saturday, November 12th, I think. 11, 12, I don't know. Angie, you've got it. So here we have the Ace of Pumpkins, and this is pure delight. This is the new inspiration. It may not be a new thing that you are I don't want to say problem, but a new opportunity to make better. That might not be new, but your way of doing it is going to be more creative and fun than it was before. So it's definitely inspiration, Catherine. Definitely inspiration. I love it. Okay. Rita. And then after that, Sony. Okay, now it's 11:33. I love all these numbers. Love it. Okay, here we go. And by the way, Catherine was here. Thank you. Catherine was here to get her card along with Rita and Sony. But every time we do a single card reading, whoever is watching this, there's a message in it for you. There's always a message for everyone. I'm sorry about the dog barking, but she likes to do that. Somebody walked by the house. Okay, here we go, Rita. All right. 9 of Pumpkins. I like this. So this is like the 9 of Pentacles. This is Earth sign. And by the way, Catherine, what I didn't say is that creative ways of bringing money in, because it's Pentacles. Pumpkins is Pentacles, just like this one is. This is about basically saying the self-made woman. So this is she knows how to do it all. It's not that she will not ask for help or won't rely on anyone, but no one. She's the creator. She's the inspiration. She gets the ideas. She is able to do it all. And she is amazing. She doesn't shy away from any challenges. She's right there. She is a falconer. Here we go. Falconer. So actually, it's an owl. In the traditional deck, it's a falcon. So this just represents her wisdom as well as her power to be able to control and have these animals to be with her. Plus, look at how all the arrows back here point up. That's power. That all of that is power. So this is really super. Are you doing? I'm just going to throw out this question because it's just what I'm feeling, Rita. I didn't know if maybe you were doing something different, that or something happened recently, a new idea or a new event or something that's making you feel that powerful. Something really, not that you aren't already, but it just is evidence of that power. And for you to recognize it even more fully for yourself. So That's what I'm feeling right now, and that feels really good. Okay, Sony. I love this, Sony, because when I see you, I think of radiant and sun and bright, and that's the card that you got. So this is about being the light for others and how much you radiate. And so what I love about it is it does have the sunflowers, and it has these interesting skeleton and skulls that are all brightly shining and smiling, which shows it shows how you bring things to life, whether it's ideas, whether it's things that you do when you're on stage, because I know that you enjoy that, being on stage and acting. So this even accents that even more. You light up the group. You have this beautiful energy, this beautiful light that lights people up. And see, not that you necessarily want brightly shining, smiling skulls around, but this, with the sunflowers, with the bright sun, that's who you are. And when you look at the picture of you, you are radiant. You can't take that away from you. That's who you are. So this is a beautiful card. I really, really, really love that. And of course, again, it's for everyone. It's not just for the person that asked for the card. You all are brilliant and bright and radiant. And that's what this reading was about also, especially when we saw the Hermit card. Okay, all right. I know how much you love doing that, and you are amazing. So yes, who knows what part you're going to be getting. So I hope it's something really special. So yes, you are light. Absolutely, Sony. That's fantastic. Well, again, like I said, I don't have the link. I'm going to get it set up on my website where you can purchase a gift certificate, and I'll have a picture of that. And I will post a picture of a gift certificate so you can just see that. And Angela Rose, when you reach out when we're finished here, and we can chat for a bit about what you'd like to do. And you are allowed to purchase more than one. I'm speaking to everybody. However, whatever works for you. But it's a really unique way. And what I love, and one of the things that I've been doing with my coaching clients, now it's 11:39. That was the time that Tim was born. So I'm loving this morning synchronicities. Now I forgot what I was going to say. So anyway, one of the things that I really love doing with my clients is letting them create their own questions. Or we have a chat about the concerns or the ideas that they have. And I use this with coaching clients as well. Rather than a set reading for a specific purpose, then I draw cards along the way. And then we get to see what all the sentences come and put together and what that means in terms of the message. So there's a variety of things that we can do. Just for now, purchase from now until January 1, any half-hour reading for $49. And it, like I said, it will be an amazing and unique gift for all those unique people that you know. You are unique in yourself. So there you go. And that's what you're attracting. Well, bask in this Scorpio energy. Know that all is well and that you're having a wonderful time. And if I've forgotten anything, please let me know. And thank you, Angie, for posting for Tarot Flow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just let me know, Sony. Whatever works for you. And message me here. Or I'm not sure if you have my cell number, but if not, just message me here on Facebook and I will get back to you with that information. Thank you so much for today. As always, you make my day beautiful. You allow me to do what I really love doing, which is the intuitive work that you see here. And I just appreciate and love you so. So have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy this beautiful energy. And know you are protected, this Scorpio energy, and all that's just lovely today. And remember, joy has your name on it. Bye now.